Good morning, Year 3. I hope that you're all okay and have been finding maths okay so far this week. If you have been struggling, please send me an email or contact the school office and I will do all I can to help you out. Okay, I don't want anyone to be struggling or worrying about their maths work. Right, so just a little warm up for today's lesson. So here we've got a little question. So each shelf has 24 rolls on it. Okay, how many rolls are there in total? Okay, so have a think. We've got 24 rolls on each shelf and we've got 4 in total. Okay, pause the video and have a think. How would you answer that? Think back to what we did yesterday in yesterday's maths lesson. Okay, now first of all, we should have recognised that we need to do 24 times 4 because we've got 4 groups, each with 24 in. Okay, we could sit there and count them all individually, but that would take a long time, wouldn't it? And that's why we're going to use the multiplication to help us. So yesterday we looked at the partitioning method, didn't we? So we split 24 into tens and ones. So we had 20 and 4. Then we multiplied the 20 by the 4 because there's 4 shelves. So remember, to help us to do 4 times 20, we can do 4 times 2, which is 8, and then we're going to make it 10 times bigger, okay, which is going to be 80. Okay, then we need to multiply the ones by 4 because there's 4 shelves. So 4 times 4 gives us 16. And finally we add the 80 and the 16 together to get 96. Okay, now today we're going to look at short multiplication again. So I'm going to talk you through some questions, okay, and give you some examples to help you. Okay, so 4 times 24 would look like this. We would have 24, so 2 tens and 4 ones, 4 times, okay, because we've got 4 groups, each with 24 in, okay. Now, when I'm setting up my short multiplication, okay, I start with my 2-digit number, my biggest number. That goes underneath the 2 in the tens column and the 4 in the ones column, okay. Then we've got our multiplication symbol and we've got our 4 ones because we're multiplying it by 4 because we've got 4 groups. Okay, now we always need to start in the lowest place value column, which is the ones. So first of all, I'm going to multiply my ones together. So I've got 4 ones times 4 ones. So I'm going to think about my times tables. I'm going to count up in 4, 8, 12, 16. So I've got 16 ones all together. Now if we think back to column addition, when we did that, we know we can't have 16 ones in our ones column. That's too many. Okay, when we have 10 or more ones, okay, we have to regroup. So watch what I'm going to do here. I've got 16 ones. So I am going to regroup 10 of the ones for 1 10. Okay, because we know that 10 ones are the same as 1 10. Okay, and I'm going to put that there at the bottom of my tens. And I'm going to show that in my calculation by putting a 10 in the tens column. Okay, and then I'm going to put the 6 ones that are left over in my ones column. So I can see here that 4 times 4, I've got a 10 in the tens column and a 6 in the ones column, so it equals 16. Then I can multiply my tens and my ones together. So I've got 2 tens times 4 tens, which is 8 tens, and then I must remember to add on the extra 10. So 8 tens add another 10 would give me 9 tens. Okay, so I've got 9 tens and 6 ones, which gives me 96. Okay, let's look at another example. So I've got 25 times 3. So I've got 3 groups, each with 2 10s and 5 1s in. Okay. Then I'm going to do my short multiplication. So I'm going to put my 25, my 2-digit number, at the top, and then my multiplication symbol and my 3. Okay. Now I always start with the lowest place value column, so the 1s in this example. And I'm going to do 5 1s times 3 1s. So I'm thinking in my head, what is 5 times 3? So I can count up in 5s, 3 times 5, 10, 15. Now we know that we can't have 15 1s in the 1s column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to regroup 10 1s for a 10. Okay? And then I show that on my calculation by putting my 10 in the 10s column underneath the 2 lines, and then I've got 5 1s still in my 1s column, and I can see there that 5 times 3 it equals 15, so 1 10 and 5 1s. Brilliant. Then the next step, we're going to multiply the 10s by the 1s, so 2 times 3, that would give me 6. Now remember that you're multiplying, so you're not doing 2 add 3 to get 5, you're doing 2 multiplied by 3 to get 6. And then one final thing to remember, you must add on that extra 10. So 6 10s add an extra 10 is 7 10s. Okay, right, so we've got another example, then you can have a go. So we've got 34 times 3, so 3 groups of 34. 3 10s, 4 1s. So I've got my my question here. So I've got 34 on the top and 3 underneath. So I'm going to start in my 1s, aren't I? So I'm going to do 4 times 3. Now, 4 times 3 I know is 12. Now I can't have 12 1s in my 1s column, can I? So I need to regroup 10 1s for a 10. Okay, so I put my 10 underneath the 10s column and my 2 1s in the 1s column, and I can see there that it looks like 12. 1 in the 10s column underneath and 2 in the 1s column. Then who can remember what I do next? That's right, I multiply my 10s by my 1s. So I do 3 times 3, which is 9. And I add on the extra 10 to give me 10 10s. And then I can just write the 10 into the box. Okay, so I know that that I've got it in my hundreds column and in my tens column. Okay, remember that you're multiplying, so you're not doing 3 add 3, you're doing 3 multiplied by 3. Okay. Right, so we've got 26 times 2, so 2 groups of 26. Okay, so who can remember what we do here? So we do 6 multiplied by 2, okay, which gives us 12. Now we know we can't have 12 in the 1s column, so we're going to regroup 10 1s for a 10. And we show that on our calculation with 2 1s in the 1s column and a 1 underneath the 10s because it symbolises 1 10. Then we're going to multiply the 10s by the 1s, so we do 2 10s times 2, which gives us 4 10s, doesn't it? And then we add on the extra 10 to get 5 10s. Okay, we must always remember to add on that extra 10. Okay, now we have 23 times 5, so 5 groups with 23 in. So I want you now to pause the video and have a go at this one. Remember, you're starting in your lowest place value column, the 1s. How did you do? How did you find that? So we should have started in the 1s and done 3 times 5 to give us 15. Okay, and then we know we can't have 15 1s in the 1s column, so we're going to regroup 10 1s for a 10. Okay, and we show that with a 10 underneath the 10s and a 5 in the 1s column. Okay, then we do 2 10s times by 5 ones to get 10, and we add on the extra 10. So we should end up with 11 tens altogether. Okay, which we write like that. Now remember, if you did 2 add 5, you might have ended up with 7 in that column. Remember, you must be multiplying there. Okay, fantastic. So if you need to now, you might want to rewind and just recap that method if you need to. Okay, brilliant. Now, just a little challenge. Okay, can you spot the mistake in this question? Can you spot what's gone wrong? Okay, pause the video and have a think. Now, what did you spot there? Well, if we do the calculation, we can see that 6 ones times 3 ones should give us 18 ones. Now, we know we can't have 18 in the ones column. We have to regroup 10 ones for a 10, don't we? Okay, this person here has just written the 8 ones and then the 1 10 in the tens column. And then they've done 2 tens times 3 is 6 and written it there. Okay, they haven't done their regrouping. So we should then do 2 tens multiplied by 3 to get 6 and add on the extra 10 to get 7. Okay, so we could say something like they haven't regrouped 10 ones for a 10. They should have done 2 tens multiplied by 3 ones to get 6 tens and then added on the extra 10 to get 7 tens. Okay, right. So today you have 8 questions to have a go at using the short multiplication method that we've looked at. Okay, so remember, if you've got more than 9 ones, okay, then you need to regroup your 10 ones for a 10. Okay, so have a go at those. You might like to have a go at drawing one of the questions using base 10. So that would look something like this. Sorry guys, something like this. So 26 times 2, I've got 2 tens and 6 ones, and I've drawn it twice because I'm multiplying by 2. Okay, super. Then finally, you've got your chat 2 deepen it questions. So you've got a spot the mistake question, similar to what we've done just previously, and then you've got some missing number questions where you've got to think, what do I multiply 2 by to get 4? Sorry, I nearly told you that. So what do I multiply 2 by to get 8? Have a think. Okay, brilliant. So the answers are on the next few slides. Okay, now I hope you got on okay today. But if you do need any help, please ask your parents to phone into school or to send me a little message and I can help you as best I can. Well done guys, excellent math.